what, I'm going to record one more episode while my throat suddenly comes back for a minute. But this is obviously a different game. This is a game called Block Story. It's a game I've actually played kind of religiously last year at least. Actually, it was 2 years ago that I played it most religiously. Well, it just became kind of part of my life that I just kind of touch on here and there. I actually meant to record it a few times, never got around to it, and then getting bored of it off and on, many a time. It's got a lot less physics than a lot of the other games that are kind of this style. Like Minecraft has a lot of water physics now because of 1.13. But this has a lot more things and actually has a story to it. I'm actually kind of not that far. I'm actually still technically doing the first real arc. I need to continue doing this, which is dragon training, which is kill 10 black werewolves, which are much stronger than normal, just brown ones. That's a lot of gold. That's some bread. Yeah, this one kind of, it's a lot more based around what you do, when it comes to, like, what resources you have, what you understand in a sense, and I'm gonna turn off the music because that's just annoying me. But yeah, it's just kind of like, whoa. And that's like one of the things I kind of found about it that really kind of offset one or two people from playing it, but they'd still watch me play it and stuff like that. It was kind of weird in that sense that it off-put people really quickly as well, relatively quickly. In the sense that, like, there's a lot of, like, basically, imagine a Minecraft, but no water physics pretty much whatsoever, other than water exists and you can swim and there's fish and stuff and there's fishing. Like, that's the furthest to it, and there's, of course, water animals. There's a flying mechanic, which I'm using right now. It uses up mana, which there's ways to get mana back very easily, or you just get it over time, but down in the bottom right. I'm sorry, I'm still sick. Nothing's changed that way. But yeah, it's just kind of always been part of my life now, because it's just like I'm playing it semi-religiously. I've already beaten the game once. That was before my hard drive decided to kill itself. So this has kind of just been the second file of it, basically, that I've adopted. It's just kind of like I'm just restarting everything. Actually, I've never been in here. It's got much more active music than Minecraft does. Another thing is that there is no actual loot in stuff like this. It's actually entirely what you craft or what critters drop. In fact, a lot of the time it's just well, pretty much almost always it's a case of yeah. But one thing that is that I know exactly what I'm doing right at the moment. I'm just kind of walking around first to kind of just show the area that I have to work with, even though I'm flying the wrong direction, and I completely forgot which way I'm already. Oh Lord, just kind of drop down. Oh, okay, I forgot that's the other water physic. You can't just fall down into one block of water and be safe. No, you actually have to hit multiple. Nope. The other mechanic is the major mechanics of the game are you're constantly training up this little dude right here, who has reset level for some reason. Great. He was level like 11, but now he's back to level 1 because I haven't played the game long enough, I guess, or it just kind of glitched out the game files a little bit. Because I did go into the game files and try to change his level, which is literally done by going into the game files and typing a 0 behind whatever level he is. Yeah. So basically, a little lore is that dragon riders are people that just ride dragons, but they're being kind of they're being killed off, or the dragons that they ride on, which are basically, you know, like a rider's closest friend is their dragon. So it's like when this started happening, every person that was a magic user, actually, yeah, because it's magic users as well, anybody that was a magic user or a dragon rider was told to basically stop by this guy calling himself the Dragon Lord, which we're supposed to assume he is, but I'll just say that I know he's not. He, in fact, is just basically just a poser of what he really is. And late game is when, basically the end of the game is when you find out, like the biggest, your biggest threat, and how it's been under your nose the whole time. I myself have been kind of working around, per se, the aspects of kind of the leveling, the way they want you to level. Because if you look at my level right now, I'm level 35, while Draco is, I said level 11, but now he's level 1 again for some odd reason. But yeah. And also the bosses of the world spawn like this. Here's literally the first boss of the game that I can kill relatively easily, even though my health isn't that great. I should actually see if I can let Draco do this. I usually leave the names of the pets as what they start off as. Draco, what are you doing? Kill him. As you can see, he does like no damage at all at the moment. But I want him to get the XP for this. Okay, I'm getting killed right now. Draco, don't get distracted. Also, I should mention in the top middle, that's actually an in-game currency system, and it's gained not as an item, but as a just kind of collected thing as you go. And yes, the music gets very annoying very quickly, because at the moment it's basically overpowering me. Okay, there we go. Even though the boss was already dead, long dead at that point. I'm gonna put another Aragog eye on my neck. But yeah, it's kind of the whole game is focused around leveling him up. He's already level 3 from that one boss. The mobile version, I'll just say, has a few optimizations that this did not. That this version on the computer does not have. Which is actually kind of odd, because you'd think that mobile wouldn't be the first thing updated, but no, it actually was. A small bat. You're a dragon bat. What do you mean? Small bat. Oh, it gave me coal. Okay, now I know exactly what I'm farming now. But yeah, a lot of the game kind of focuses around gold. Gold, basically. Okay, gold ore is a currency within the game. It's only used in one store, while Well, the game basically, it says it wants, basically, okay, I can just stop saying basically. But the game basically states that it wants you to kind of stick to the rules of the world, even though there are some, well, a lot of loopholes. Like, when it comes to crafting, you need to actually find the stuff that you need to craft a lot of the things, but there's usually an enemy that drops exactly the item you're trying to craft. So it's a lot of like hit and miss stuff, and you gotta learn what enemies drop what and what enemies. Oh, there's one of my teleporters. That's what I was looking for. I'm gonna go there. But yeah. So a lot of the gameplay is focused. Oh my god. That boss is maybe level 20, I may be level 35, but I don't do enough damage to kill him, even as of yet. And there's a baby grizzly. I should probably do this with full health, see if I can heal up a little bit. This is supposed to be the area of Black... Oh, speak of the devil. There's one right now. Also, the camera likes to jerk about sometimes. And I like to die. Die a bunch, apparently. Yeah, but I have a teleporter in there. Actually, I'm just going to grab this bread out of here. No, it's in here. Because this bread will actually be used in a quest later. And I want to already have it. Kind of thing. There's also one really annoying thing, and that is there is a boss that is unkillable unless you find out exactly what kills it. Which is kind of annoying when you're trying to play a game that ends up being like, hey, yeah, all the bosses are always stronger than you unless you're 100 levels over them. So good luck in fighting them. At the same time, we're also going to make sure that you're constantly at limit of mana, food, and health, while you're also dealing with the fact that hitboxes for you are a little broken, while you also have to deal with like 48 million NPCs that'll take the kill from you. Because every NPC in the game will spawn at least like 4 or 5 times around you if you have the entity cap at max, which the max is 100, and that's just within the area around you. That is, if you get far enough away, an enemy will despawn. If you get too close, an enemy will if you get into range of a different biome, the enemies will start spawning. You are glitching. But yeah, there's a lot of just dealing with little things that exist. Also, weapons stack when they're at full health. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you need to like pay attention to get. And it's like you have to kill pretty much every enemy in the game at least like 2 or 3 times before you can actually really get very far, because you need to notice a lot of the things, like when certain enemies drop certain objects, like that snake I immediately went after because I saw him, well, when I saw him. And the reason is that they drop skulls, which is used in a daily mission that I'm not going to complete in this episode, because I do not have enough to complete said episode. I need to get 10, which I'm going to check real quick. Yeah, I still have 6 minutes in this episode, guys, so tell me down below whether or not you like this. This is going out on Friday. This is being recorded on a Thursday for me. I've kind of gotten to the point of abusing all the physics as well. Like, I'm slowly in my original game on the mobile, when I first found this game, which was when it was just mobile, I found a way to abuse this seagrass, which if you break it, it actually leaves a pocket of air, along with any other block that you find. Not just seagrass, I should say. But yeah, you can just kind of abuse these pockets of air, as well as seagrass has air within it, which your character can use to breathe. Though it does have kind of a negative connotation on sharks. Oh lord, that's a boss. It's a boss. It doesn't say it's a boss. Bosses are usually labeled with a skull, but for some reason he's not considered one. But he does a heck of damage. Ow, that hurt me there. I don't even see the tip of him. Yeah, but I believe the creators of this game are just kind of slowly working up to getting to a good spot, because they're going to add, I believe they're going to add an actual system to how a lot of the stuff in the environment will react with it. They're also going. I think they said something about adding like a more do what you want kind of feel to it, because like there's people out there that play this game instead of like some game that has a lot more variety in it than, well, not really variety, but a lot more work put into it. I mean, don't get me wrong, they did kind of work hard on the story aspect of trying to make sense of everything, along with the fact that they allow fourth wall breaks among the NPCs that are always around, so you kind of lose the real feel of the lore of the game. I have a fish that started drowning. Come on, idiot. Leave it in the hole. Yeah, but a lot of people have actually been building in this, and I believe it's actually the devs that did this. But they hinted towards maybe a structure building system with one of the NPCs, whereas his main quests, after you really beat all the quests that he kind of gives you, which the side quests are what they are. I mean, the end goals of them is they give you an item with the ability to craft an item. Like a lot of the crafting system is based around you learn as you go, as you do everything for people. Like this one's a quest that the item doesn't actually work yet. I mean, actually, a lot of this is still kind of pretty beta. Yeah, but like, yeah, it's just a lot of. Yeah, you know what? I think this was enough for today, because I'm starting to feel bad again. But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I definitely did not save some of the progress I had from the last time I played it, so that's kind of almost deterred me entirely from the game at the moment, because I'm like, Where did all my stuff go? I was a lot farther ahead a minute ago, kind of thing. Another thing that I want to touch on about this game before I actually go is that a lot of it is based around item collecting from critters and stuff that you kill. Yeah, there's that. The other cool thing, I guess, is that there's actually an almost unlimited up and down terrain-wise. You go down far enough, you go to hell. You go up far enough, you start finding floating islands. Okay, they're popping in now. There we go. I was hoping I would say it and then the floating islands would pop up. But yeah, this is when it comes to rewards for things. This is the place to go. There is, I believe, no command system yet. There's no chat or anything, so I don't know. But just kind of tell me if you guys want to see me get really far in this game and then end up with less subscribers because of it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and hope to see you guys in the next episode of whatever comes out. If you guys decide to keep this going, then keep this series going specifically, then go ahead and leave a nice tap on that, a nice boop on that subscribe button, I guess. Since I am, with a lack of a better word for it, there's the next layer of floating islands. As you can see, there's this layer that goes up again. You know what? I'm gonna waste some of these and go up there and end off truly end up the episode as I get up there. But anyways, guys, yeah, I can't show what the character looks like because I don't think we actually have what the character truly looks like as a visual yet, but anyways, ooh, I want to kill you. You have 2,000 health. I'll be forever. But yeah, so I hope you guys see you guys actually in the next episode now. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe. Bye.